Here are 4 realistic day trips to do if you're staying in the city of Fukuoka, all in order of distance from the city, plus all the costs, how to get there, and tips to make it worth it. I'll leave a list of extra day trips at the end if you have more time. All locations are also in my blog post linked below. Let's start with Dazaifu Tenmangu, which is one of the easiest day trips from Fukuoka. Total travel time one way is 30 minutes by train. This shrine is dedicated to Tenjin, the god of learning, and it's a popular day trip by locals, especially by students, to pray for academic success. The temple area is free to enter and closes at 7 p.m. The area has scenic ponds and famous statues for luck. It can get a bit busy, but there are quiet forest areas surrounding the main areas that you can sneak off to like I did. The street leading up to the temple has lots of shops for souvenirs and food. Make sure to try the famous Uminokamichi sold by lots of vendors. It has sweet red bean filling and is grilled. There's also a small downtown to explore near the train station. I tried to explore for a bit, but other sites are a bit farther, so I just roamed around. It takes 2 trains to get to Dazaifu. Take the train to the Fukuoka station, where you'll transfer to another train to get to the Dazaifu station. You can also take a direct bus from the Hakata bus terminal. It'll take 40 minutes. The Nanzoin temple is located in Sasaguri and is famous for housing one of the world's largest bronze statues of a reclining Buddha. Total travel time for one way is 30 minutes. Photos do not do it justice. This was one of my favorite day trips from Fukuoka. Entrance to the temple is free. There are some regulations for entering. I spent some time walking around the temple grounds in the forest. If you walk up the stairs, you'll see a lot of red lanterns and torii gates. I highly recommend walking around too. This is not the reclining Buddha yet, but so much nature, it's amazing. I definitely recommend this. The area itself is surrounded by hills and greenery. You can wander around, but it is quite secluded. When you walk back to the station, make sure to try these xylophones. To get to Nanzoin, you take a JR line to the Nanzoin station. The journey takes about 30 minutes, and each way costs 380 yen or $2.40. If you want to do both Dazaifu and Nanzoin in one day, it'll take about an hour to an hour and a half by public transit to travel between the two. Uminonakamichi Seaside Park is a massive park located across the bay from central Fukuoka. Total travel one way is 30 to 40 minutes. It has lots of flower gardens, playgrounds, sports fields, ponds, beach views, and a water park. During certain seasons, you can see the fields of baby blue eye flowers, cherry blossoms, tulips, and roses. It's most worth visiting during spring and summer when flowers are in bloom, while autumn has flowers too. Tickets cost 450 yen or $2.85. You can also rent a bike for 500 yen for 3 hours. The park grounds is really big and easy to get lost. There are cafes in the park, but you can also bring your own food and have a picnic. To get here, I took bus 25A that took 40 minutes and cost 680 yen or $4.70 each way. You can also take the JR line, which will be 2 train rides and take around 30 minutes. It costs 480 yen or $3.30 each way. Sakurai Futamigaura's Couple Stones is a famous scenic spot located in Itoshima. Total travel time one way is about an hour. The 2 large rocks right behind the massive white torii gates are connected by a sacred rope and is supposed to represent marital happiness. It's also one of the most popular places in Japan to see the sunset, so stay longer if you're able to. There's usually a short line to take a photo, but it goes by fast. You can also relax by the sand, which I did. Here's some tips before you visit. Bring snacks with you just in case. There's no nearby convenience stores and nearby restaurants may be closed. Sometimes there's food trucks, but it may be a bit pricey. Within walking distance is also Palm Beach and lots of photo spots within the area. There's only buses going here, and buses come once an hour, so you definitely have to time your visit. There's 2 options to get here. Going there, I took a mix of train and bus. It took about an hour and a half in total. Going back, I took a direct bus run by West Coast Liner that stopped at Tenjin Station. It took an hour and cost 1150 yen or $7.60 USD. I took that going back and it was much easier, though the schedule didn't show up on Google Maps. Here are other popular day trips if you have more time and ideally with a car or if you join a tour. All of these are listed in my blogs linked below. While day trips can take some time using public transit, it's always an adventure. Hope you have a fun time in Fukuoka.